the first time ever, I have made a 2020 reading list that I thought I would share with you. It is a mixture of children's fiction, adult fiction, non-fiction, and a lot of them are books that I've been wanting to read for a long time. So let's get into it. I have most of the books here with me. If I have a book on my reading list that I don't have yet, I will pop in a picture. Okay, so I haven't put these in any particular order. As I thought of them, I listed them. So the first book I have on my reading list is Getting Things Done by David Allen. So I started reading this book already, not too far in, but this is a book that I found extremely helpful so far. It's really practical. It's pretty much about how you control the input that comes into your life. So he talks about having different types of inboxes, like your mail or messages, email, just like conversations with people, and then once things are in a inbox, what to do with them and and how to decide what to do with the things that you either need to take action on or keep for reference or delegate. So I'm really enjoying this one. So the next one is The Pearl Sister by Lucinda Riley. I've just finished reading, so let me start at the beginning. The Pearl Sister is the fourth book in a series by Lucinda Riley called The Seven Sisters, and I've just finished reading the third one, The Shadow Sister, which I loved. I think it was my favorite so far, if I have to compare the three that I've read so far. So The Pearl Sister is next on my list, and I can't wait for that one. The next one is called Thing by David Williams, and it's a fun one. The Girls I Will Pay For recommended it to me, and it's about a girl. Who always wants one more thing. So I've read one of David Williams' books. I think I've read Gangster Granny, and it was very sweet. Basically about a boy and his grandmother and their relationship, and how it had a deeper message that I was not expecting for a children's book, and I'm looking forward to reading this one as well. Then the fourth book on my list is called The Delusion by Laura Gallia. I also don't have it. It's in my book club, and it was recommended to me by another lady in my book club who said it was really good, but not for everyone. I think it's a bit of a suspense, whodunit type of story, so I'm looking forward to reading that one as well. Alright, the next one on my list, I see that I don't have here. I think I got this one off my want to read shelf on Bookreads. So it's called The Stranger House by Reginald Hill, and I've actually completely forgotten what it's about, so I will pop in a picture and maybe just pop in a note briefly explaining what it's about. We're back to the non-fiction, and one of the books I have on my reading list is Organizing from the Inside Out by Julie Morgenstern. I've also started reading this one already, and what I like about this book is that you don't have to read it from cover to cover, because the chapters are divided so there are 4 parts in the book, and I'm almost finished reading part 1, and then part 3 is about tackling like the physical areas in one's home and office. And so whenever I tackle a new project and I want to get ideas about a good way to go about it, then I will go read the specific chapter. And I've also like highlighted things in the book. I used to not be okay with like highlighting and making notes in books at all, like my books. And recently with non-fiction books, I've gotten more okay with it, because I think it's a tool and a resource, and if it's my resource, then I need to be able to make notes in it and remember the important things, so when I look back in the book I can see what was important and what I was thinking at the time, so I can kind of use the book in its fullest potential and not just read it and then forget about it. So that is how I will definitely be tackling non-fiction books in future. The next 2 books are also in my book club, and I think they've been in the book club for quite a long time. So in my book club, every month a different person buys books, and then after a year, when it's their turn again, they take out the old books and then replace them with new books. So I'm hoping to read these before they're out the book club. And the first one is A Light on the Hill by Connellan Cossett, and then Eve by William Paul Young. William Paul Young wrote The Shack, which I read many years ago, and I enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Eve is like. The next one is unusual for me because I don't usually read autobiographies, but I think this is a good one. I've had it on my bookshelf for a long time. There are 2 biographies that I want to read, and 2 completely different people. They're like chalk and cheese, but the one book is I Am Malala by Malala Yousafzai. She was the youngest ever nominee for the Nobel Peace Prize, so I'm looking forward to reading about her story. I can see now that I'm being quite ambitious with originally having 12 books on my reading list. I think I'm going to end with about 15 to 16 books. And in 2019, I managed to read about 6 or 7, I think, which was below my goal of 11. And one of the things I want to do in 2020 is definitely make reading more of a priority. So yeah, I really hope that I can read all these books, and they all sound really good. The next couple, the rest of them are all fiction books, a mixture of children's fiction and adult fiction. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end off the children's fiction, and this one is The Creekers by Tom Fletcher. Tom Fletcher also wrote Christmasaurus. So both The Creekers and Christmasaurus have been recommended to me, and in this one, it's about a girl called Lucy who wakes up to find all the adults in her neighborhood gone. So this sounds like a really fun one, and I'm really looking forward to reading that. That is not the end of the children's nonfiction. Children's fiction. I've also written down, though I don't have the book with me, A Midsummer Night's Dream by Louise Renison. So Louise Renison wrote The Diaries of Georgia Nicholson, which I really, really enjoyed as a preteen and a teen. She's so funny, and A Midsummer Night's Dream is written from the perspective of George's cousin Tallulah. So I read the one before that, though I can't remember what it was called. But yeah, I think I've always enjoyed all of her books. They're really, really funny, and I think A Midsummer Night's Dream is gonna be the same. Three more to go, and I don't even know which number we're on at this point. So I want to read If I Live by Terry Blackstock. This is the last book in a series of 3 about a girl called Casey. So Casey is framed for her friend's murder by the police, and then so this is basically her story. And I've read halfway into this book, and then it's also a book club book, or it was a book club book. So I had to give it back because I didn't finish it in time, like in the month that I wanted to, and then I had to put it back in. So I put a post-it in with my name in so that I could just kind of pick up where I left off. And the series is pretty action-packed, but it's not. I mean, you can pick up where you left off fairly easily, so I'm hoping that will be the case, because it's been a couple of months since I read this book last, so we'll have to see how it goes. I am a big fan of historical fiction, and I think this book is going to be just the thing. It's Love in a Broken Vessel by Matthew Andrews, and it is about, now I have to recap. This was a book I put into book club ages ago, maybe 2016 or earlier, and I haven't read it yet. So it's about Hosea from the Bible and Gomer. I don't know if she's actually mentioned in the Bible. I must be honest, I haven't read Hosea, so maybe someone can tell me in the comments below. The last book has been made into a movie that I haven't seen either. I really want to read the book first and then watch the movie. It is The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak, and I know it's based during the Second World War in Germany, and other than that, I have no idea. I have no idea what to expect. So it's about a girl, an accordionist, some fanatical Germans, a Jewish fistfighter, and quite a lot of thievery. So that sounds really exciting. I've also been wanting to read this book for the longest time. I think I put it into the book club in 2014. So I think it's about time I read this book. Okay, so I thought The Book Thief was the last book, but I got a very special book for Christmas that I have been wanting for a long, long time, that I definitely have to read in 2020, and it is Vlog Like a Boss by Amy Schmidhauer, or Amy Landino. She has a channel on YouTube as well, and I think she's amazing. So I am hoping to get a lot out of this book. Every review I hear about it has just been glowing. So I'm really, really, really looking forward to this one. In fact, I think even though I have this book the most recently, it might have to jump the queue. So I will try and make videos reviewing these books that I have for my 2020 reading list, and if you have read any of these books, then please let me know in the comments below. That would be really, really awesome. And other than that, I'm signing off for now. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.